Well, so we have a couple of your messages on top, but we'll read that to you in the course of the program. Let's look at which stories we have. Which ones are interesting?
All the papers are.
All the papers. You think I? Yeah.
But you have the Times, so start with the Times.
Okay, let's start with the Times. The Ghanaian Times has a story: gruesome murder, jilted man rapes and kills girl, slashes others. The story on page 3 of the newspaper, the Ghanaian Times. We also have MPP denies wrongdoing, arrest of South Africans, saga. NDC PNC fire back, Xanator's application thrown out, and Nyakrom chiefs ban gambling. I think that's appropriate as well. And
what if
Ashanti Police, they pledge to be neutral in the upcoming elections and stars in buoyant mood ahead of clash with the Mambas of Mozambique. When are they playing that very much? Which day is that?
Is it next week? I think it's next week.
Oh, this week.
This Thursday.
Yes.
Today's what? Wednesday. Yeah. So it's tomorrow.
So it's tomorrow.
Charlie tells you I'm not looking forward to the game.
Yeah, tomorrow. You know, Asamoah has been with there for some time. But now he's on the road.
But he's not in our lineup.
Oh, he is. If we don't have Asamoah, I think we don't even have his replacement. That's our problem. So even when he's injured, we have to force him to play. Asamoah, and a very good morning too. We know you are watching. Are you? We hope you are watching. Preserve water bodies, according to Minister. And we know that there was a formal ceremony to mark World Water Day. Water and jobs was a main theme around which we also had a lengthy discussion in the studio, and we're joined by the Deputy Minister, Samson Ahi, whose Minister, Kwekwa Ajiman Mensah, was at the ceremony at Manchagbona here in Accra to formally launch the day, but also give a lot more education on what needs to be done. And foremostly, we're told that we need to make sure we conserve or preserve the various water bodies, especially in communities in which we've had scenarios where the source of water, which is generated for potability, have been encroached upon and also polluted in many respects. We need to do something about it. The point is we need to make sure we keep what needs to be kept right for tomorrow.
Let me do the Chronicle newspaper front page. 200 Shanti dwellers set ablaze. The banner headline: looters strike at sports council. Girl 17 raped and killed. Security arrest is red herring, according to the NPP. Comes with a picture of Nana Akomia, Director of Communications of the NPP. But this story is certainly of interest. The looters striking at the Sports Council. There's a picture of Minister of Youth and Sport, Nilante van der Poy. Story on page 2 of the paper. A bit of it for you. It says that the 2014 Auditor General's report has exposed the National Sports Authority, which between 2010 and 2011, on 3 different occasions, withdrew a total amount of 3,500 or 3,500,000 Ghana cedis from its accounts and sporadically invested it in an undisclosed source. This came to light when the bank statement of the donor fund account, which was sponsored by Anglo Gold Ashanti, was examined. The first withdrawal was made on the 4th of November 2010, the second on the 15th day of March 2011, and the third on the 28th of March 2011. The report indicated that a further scrutiny of the account disclosed that the first 2 investments yielded interest to the tune, and it gives you all the figures in this particular report put together. You can grab a paper and then read the story. But there's this issue of a girl who is 17, raped and killed. And the story from Richard Owusu Achao in Adjuso in Ashanti region says that residents of Hiraso, a suburb of Adjuso near Kumasi in the Ashanti region, were at dawn yesterday thrown into a state of mourning when the news of the callous murder of a 17-year-old junior high school pupil by a 24-year-old man reached them. The deceased, who is a pupil of the Hiraso MA basic school, was allegedly raped by her suspected killer, identified only as Adongo. Adongo was said to have also inflicted machete wounds on the mother and younger sister of his victim when they attempted to rescue her. This certainly is the work of an animal and not a human being. May the Lord deal drastically with him. That's it for the Chronicle newspaper. Roland, what have you got? Daily Guide?
I have daily graphic story, horror Treso. Man killed 17, who is a girl, after raping her. And then we invited South Africans MPP owning up to that. And I was never heard, lawyer Akwante says about petition against Justice Ajay. Back page, we have JICA to build capacities of MSMSCEs in Northern Region. And MSMSC, all that, it just means micro, small, and medium scale enterprises. Oh, one can say. While Assembly stocks prison infirmary with medicines. That one too is getting news page.
Let me do the finder. Front page of the paper, scramble for ECG. Companies interested in concessions jumps to 42. Also, tertiary institutions boost security over rising terror threats. 3 SA nationals are not security threats, says the NPP. Terror threats, Ghana Gas tightens security. These are the headlines on the front page of the Finder newspaper today.
I have to watch Uncle Ebo's next play. It says Reggie and Boli inspired my next play, and it's titled what?
Hang on. It's a million, £1 million.
£1 million. Yeah. I think that when it's 26, I want to go for
26?
It's what?
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, wait, hang on. Where am I? Today is 23rd. 26th is Saturday, right?
Hey. And then Wiser escapes arrest again. Judge fires warning. And
Charlie,
I'm poised,
this guy
and I'm poised,
like,
and I'm poised. Is he not the one who removed,
career?
Is he not the one who removed his penis on
Yeah,
stage?
he is. Mr. Weiser.
But he's not bad looking, apart from the hair. I think when you take the hair off, you do a little Photoshop for the hair.
It's not the human being. It's the act. That's the act is what people are.
He removed his penis on stage.
The act is what is disgusting. Don't remind everybody.
He removed his penis.
Don't
it's
remind
on
everybody.
YouTube. Yeah, it's YouTube. Yeah, I didn't do anything. It's YouTube.
Charlie, he's messed the
now,
career up.
Front page of the Daily Guide. I'm looking at the main stories now. It says MPP fights back over South Africa security couples, and you can see the major Chris Haziz, W.O. Denver, Dwayne Naidu, and then we also have Captain. I think they got the names wrong because W.A. Naidu is an Indian name. This man looks more like the Indian.
No, but you have
and then Captain
Indian
Muslim,
South African, so that's
no. Yes, I think he looks. Naidu is an Indian name. He looks more like it. This man is the black man. Look, you see the nose, the features, everything.
But it doesn't matter.
No, this is the name. Look, just
your name.
This is the local name.
Your name is not your color.
The Hosa.
What are you saying?
This is a Hosa. Look at the thing. Mungloselesi
Really?
Zokani. That's the name.
Your name is not your color.
I don't know, but I mean, that's the name.
Name has nothing to do with color.
It's okay.
Who thought that Roland Walker would be a black man?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Your name is like British or something.
It's okay. It's okay. Charlie, but the thing is true. The Jokani is still reflected in some other citizens. Were you saying something?
Seriously.
And then we have Xanathar thrown out, and then Virgin raped and killed. Anything Mama V says, don't mind her.
Really? How many Ghanaians are called Walker?
What's happening is that I'm bringing people to train.
Walker, Texas Ranger, or whatever it is.
I will uproot her from the show. This thing I won't tolerate.
Good luck.
Okay, let me do one last one. The New Statesman has a story. Government cries over Nana Akufo-Addo protecting himself as minister denies terrorist claims against South African ex-policeman. MPP is the only hope of Ghana President Kufuor. But we have the last paper here as Mama V readies herself to look at what the stories are on the other news portals we're going to have this morning. It says government pays ECG $180 million, Ghana cedis, as demanded by MCC. That's the Millennium Challenge Compact. And that's the MDA. They take care of it. Union calls for probe into near sinking of Nana Besimuna. Okay, I think it's one of the boats of the Voter Lake Transport. And cashew industry needs big push. Back page, all domestic debit cards to bear G-Link logo. That would be great. It means I have to go and change my card from my bank. You know I bank with Stancha.
What it cost? What it cost to anybody? All right, so we've got some of your messages on WhatsApp on 0560 800,000. What's Danny in Akosombo? MD Kwesi Emma in Akosombo says, good morning, Mama V and Roland. I have observed that any event, Roland, listen to this. any event or situation that attracts negative reviews is quickly referenced to similar situation in Europe or the States. Example, our debt ratio is over the 70% limit. But the government referenced that US faces similar circumstances. No. Ignoring the fact that the ability to pay, policies and reserves are worlds apart from ours. Similarly, the Shell CEO, and this was in the news, referenced other European countries where filling stations are built under houses. Apart from it being a blatant lie, systems in this country, in these countries work because the law has power and the powerful people in the country.
I haven't been outside the country, but what's the situation? When you travel, the stations, are they located in the bushes? I want to know.
I think that
all my references is on YouTube.
No.
If I watch YouTube,
you've been to a few places. So you tell us.
No, they are in towns. They are on the.
But this is MD Kwesi message though. It says the residents are clearly aggrieved, yet they hold a letter affirming residents' approval for the project. I laud the initiative and I hope the law works for them. I am not hopeful. You know why? I have two examples on the Westlands Road. There was this fuel station, like
were you part of
residents.
No. Were you part of the residents who were protesting?
No. And then you know what?
That's your area.
Not directly.
Yeah, it's on the road to your area.
Exactly. But listen to this, though. The one that they were protesting, that one has been fully built. And then before we knew, like a month or two later, another one came. So there's one filling station to the other. And there's a hospital not too far from
do this
them.
one.
So I'm not hopeful.
But I want to advise you. She's one of the aggrieved residents in areas where we have the sighting of fuel stations.
It looks like they want us to live with the fuel stations. Nobody sees, at least the authorities don't see anything wrong with it.
I wouldn't have seen anything wrong with it if we had good medical emergencies around. Because when there's an accident at Kintampo, we struggle. We take a whole helicopter from Accra filled with entourage instead of medical people to go and look after the victims. But anyway, don't worry.
Okay,
please do some of the stories for us.
Yeah, definitely. MyJoyOnline.com. AfriWave urges collaboration to make ICH successful. Also, Mahama condemns Belgium attacks. MEPE RCGHS still deplorable. Student brings sticks, straws to roof classroom. Teaching and learning at MEPE. That's a story of interest, maybe later on. Okay, so MEPE RCGHS in the Volta region still take place under appalling condition months after Joy News broke the story. There are a lot more stories, myjoyonline.com, but let's do quickly. City, let's just run through. SA High Commission to meet Hannah Tete, okay, over arrest of citizens, MPP's use of external security trainers, alien Kokwanyudoho seem to be saying, Shai DC, Dodowa clan complicit in Sota chief's death, among other stories. Let's do the BBC. The world's eye in terms of terror threats is on Belgium, and
it's so sad,
I don't know, yes, it is.
And it happened at the airport. And you know
two places yesterday, actually.
You know, there have been footages in which the alleged attackers with gloves on one hand.
I've seen 3.
Were pressed.
And we're told
so
2
gruesome.
of them,
Why would somebody
died
kill?
in it. So it was like suicide. And then one person who's on the run, his pictures are all over there looking for him. Belgium observes 3 days of mourning following bomb attacks in the capital, Brussels, that left 34 people dead and 250 wounded. Very, very sad situation. I mean, the whole world is on alert. Okay, now let's turn our attention and read some more messages. Arnold from Ashiye says, I love the AM show this morning. You guys are always in a good shape and mood, but today you are in a better mood. What is the secret?
Thank you.
What's the secret?
We're going to eat wache next, that's why. It's because we bought wache, so after the break, we'll go and eat.
Okay.
Oh, it's true.
Roland, this is your message. This is your message. Benedict is putting pressure on me, really. Okay, so this one says, Mama V, why are you exposing Roland? He knew his name is Ghanaian. Please tell him to change it to Abuaji Walker. All right, Benedict comes up. We've got more of your messages. We promise you we'll read more of it, share it with all of us. But right now, it's time for Benedict Owusu-Dankwa, who has sports.